Hello and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer. I am here to do a twin flame soulmate love reading for the zodiac sign Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. All cross watchers are welcome. I first want to express my apologies to my fire signs. I already said this in my last video that I just did for Aries. My fire signs, I wasn't able to do readings for them for the beginning of July, for the month of July. It has everything to do with a mixture of my work schedule. I do these readings in between my work schedule and between the retrogrades and the Mercury retrograde and the solar eclipse that we just had. My energy level feels extremely depleted. I've been feeling very off. I haven't really been feeling well. So I do apologize to all of the fire signs. I am deeply sorry. And I hope that this doesn't happen again. I'm happy I'm here. And I welcome all new subscribers. I want to thank absolutely everybody that views my videos, shares, likes, subscribes. I'm very, very blessed and very, very grateful, and I thank you so, so very much. I have such a deep love for reading cards, and so I am very grateful. So again, this is a twin flame soulmate love reading for the zodiac sign Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. All cross watchers are welcome, and please remember this is a general reading. So not all of these messages are going to resonate with every single Leo out there. And energy is fluid. It ebbs and it flows. It shifts. It changes. So Leo, if you feel that the energy is coming from the twin flame soulmate messages from the cards, then you take that and flip the script. And the same thing goes for cross watchers. If the energies and the messages coming from Leo actually match your energy, then you flip the script as well. And before I move on, I live in Arizona and it is very, very, very hot. And so if you hear a buzzing going on in the background, on and off, that is my central air conditioning. It is a little on the loud side, and I hope that you'll be able to hear me clearly. I'm working on my setup. I'm working with what I've got. And until then, this is what I'm going to be doing. So what I do is I start off with my Moonology Oracle card deck, and I have a few moon messages, and then one main message that I pull from the bottom of the deck, and then I go into the tarot. So Leo, the very first card, the card that was pulled from the bottom of the deck, which is like the main energy or the main message. I will say that this reading, the energy is intense. The energy coming from the cards, the messages from these cards, Leo, are intense. And you, Leo, have been tested, and you've been going through a period of healing. The first card is from the balsamic moon. And the balsamic moon is that dark period right before the new moon. And so this is a time for healing. And that is when I was meditating on these cards. That is exactly what it is that I feel. I feel very strongly that your situation, if you're in a twin flame dynamic or a soulmate connection or any sacred soul connection, that this has been very trying, and that you've been through the ringer. That I have to be honest, that is exactly what it is that I feel. But you're coming out, you've come out, and you're coming out on top. And I'm not even surprised. A lot of in the past, some of my closest friends were Leos, and they have such a tenacity and such a passion for life in general, that nothing knocks them down for too long. But this has been a time for healing. You are in this space of healing, unless, and what it is I feel for some Leos, that this time for healing, you are now emerging out of this, and you are back stronger than ever before. For other Leos, it could mean that you are right now in the space of healing. The next message is from the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Two messages I received, two messages that I'm feeling. Your commitment, if you are a twin flame and you are on this twin flame journey, in this twin flame dynamic, your commitment to this twin flame journey, this path, has been and is being tested. Your commitment. And ultimately speaking, this is a commitment to yourself. If you are a true twin flame, you understand what this twin flame journey truly at its core is. This journey is a journey back home to self. Your twin soul, your twin flame is a mirror of you. It's your mirrored soul. And so your commitment to this journey, your commitment to your self-healing, your commitment to your spiritual path has been and is being tested. The next message comes from new moon in Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. It doesn't have to be. It's time to take action. You actually have two new moon energy cards, and so new moon energy, which July 2nd was the solar eclipse new moon in Cancer. This is a new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. A new moon energy is energy that is, you're putting your intentions out there. This is new beginnings, a new chapter. And being that if you are in this, I sense and feel that some Leos are in like a hermit mode, and the hermit card did come out. And that you are healing. Your commitment has been and is being tested. I feel that for those that are kind of coming out of that hermit mode, you are now beginning to take action. And that action is based upon what it is. What does your soul need? What does your heart need? What does your physical surroundings need? Boundaries. I'm being guided to say boundaries. There might be some boundaries that might need to be put into place if they haven't already. Action could be communication. It could be communication. It could be boundaries. It could be radical self-care, doing everything, taking action towards what is resonating or is going to resonate and align with your soul. Soul alignment. I'm being guided to say soul alignment. Your action that is to be taken is towards soul alignment, and anything that doesn't align with your soul needs to fall away. And if you are in a twin flame connection, relationship, dynamic, if that means stepping away in order to align with your soul and what it is that your soul needs, then that is what might need to be done. In regards to twin flames, the love that runs through twins is unbreakable. It will never ever go away. But that doesn't mean that we can't walk away and take care of ourselves, our soul, and heal. The last message comes from new moon in Capricorn. Again, another new moon energy. Your hard work is paying off. So for those Leos that I've channeled that are coming out of this healing mode or this healing, excuse me, I'm sorry. Know that your hard work is paying off, and it's about to pay off if you haven't started seeing the results already. Because when I get into the tarot, it will definitely bring more clarity in knowing that your hard work has been paying off, and it will continue to pay off. It will continue to pay off because you are taking action to what is in alignment with your soul. This time for healing has been very necessary. So as we get into the tarot, what I first will do, or what I'm going to first do, is I tapped into your twin flame, your soulmate's energy. What is going on in their heart and their mind? What are they feeling? What are they thinking? Its first two cards to come up is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups and the Ace of Swords. What it is that I feel, Leo, I'm sorry for the glare. What it is that I feel, Five of Cups to the Ace of Swords. There is sadness. There is sadness and regret. There is sadness and regret. Those three cups spilt over is the cause and the reason for the sadness and the regret. And they have your twin, your sacred connection, this Ace of Swords. They have come to a divine truth. They have come to a divine truth, which now they are in a place of sadness and regret. Those two cups that are still standing, those blessings I feel that they have realized, which is the divine truth, they walked away or they took advantage of the blessings, and that, Leo, is you. You were the blessings. This connection is the blessings and this divine truth that they have now come to realize. They feel that it's too late, and it might be too late at this moment in time. I feel for a small group that if there was any communication between twins, your twin Leo and you, whatever those blessings were, the truth is that they took advantage and took for granted, and now those three cups that are laying and that they are feeling regretful and sad over is that there's separation. There's a separation because, Leo, I feel, and I already saw in the cards that you're done, you've had it, and it comes up with the next two cards, with the Hierophant card and the Ten of Swords. So your person, this divine truth, I'm going to keep this up here, this divine truth that they are now saddened and regretful over is the Hierophant card and the Ten of Swords. What I'm picking up and what it is that I'm channeling and the energy that I am tapped into are for the Twin Flame Collective, the Twin Flame community, soulmates, anyone that's in a sacred soul connection. Because yes, this can show maybe the breakup of a committed relationship of some kind. But what it is that I see based on the first two cards is that your person has come to a divine truth that this connection with you, Leo, is a very holy and a very sacred connection. And this painful ending is actions on their part. There's a separation. There's a painful separation based on their actions. This is what it is that I feel, Leo, is that based on your person's actions is what ended, or when I say ended, is it caused and forced a separation. So there's now a separation. And the next two cards to come out is the Six of Swords and the Three of Cups. Now, I don't feel, I will say this first, based on all of the other cards that have come out, I don't feel that this is a third-party situation. It could be for a small select, it could be, but for this particular reading, I I didn't get a sense that this was due to a karmic or a third party situation, but there is some kind of karmic situation. But I'm not feeling, and it could be for a small select or small group out there, Leo, that this has to do with a karmic or third party situation. But the Six of Swords to the Three of Cups, Six of Swords, your person just feels what it is that I see. Now I know the Six of Swords normally represents and speaks of, sailing away to calmer waters, moving away, what it is that I feel based on the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and it's the energy. That it is that I'm feeling is that your person has dropped the weapons, has dropped the swords, and is walking away in sadness and regret for their actions. And what it is that they would want more than anything else is a reunion, is to come back. So your energy, Leo, and this was where it gets very interesting. This literally tells a story of what could have and might have happened. The first two cards for Leo's energy. These cards here is the energy flow between you and your person. And then it will flow into your energy, Leo. This reading has taken on a completely different, it's turned into a completely different kind of flow compared to my other readings, and I'm just going with it. I was going to redo it, and I decided not to. The Four of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Four of Wands. This is the 11-11 card. For those who are very familiar with the twin flame dynamic, the twin flame journey, Four of Wands, this is the 11-11 card. This card represents celebration, harmony, happiness, stability, foundation, the foundation and structure, commitment. Then the Seven of Cups. What it is that I feel, Leo, is that with this Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups speaks of, it's called the Dreamer card. When we are dreaming, we have dreams. Our head is in the clouds, and we have all of these dreams, and we're just in this like very magical, dreamy state of mind. But sometimes we can get caught up in the clouds. This card also speaks of anchoring our dreams into our 3D material to kind of keep your feet firmly planted on the ground and not so much up in the clouds. But this can also, the Seven of Cups also represents, there are a lot of options to choose from. There's decisions that need to be made, but also with paired with this card, it was an illusion, Leo. You felt that that everything was an illusion, and this Four of Wands was just something that couldn't be anchored, it was just in the clouds. Now, the twin flame journey is trying to anchor the 5D into the 3D. But what it is that I'm feeling is that there at one time, Leo, for those people that I'm channeling, for that group that I'm channeling, that you and your person, you and your twin, we're in contact, we're in communication of some kind. And Leo, this is what, obviously this is what it is that our heart and our soul longs for, is that 1111, is that coming together in celebration and harmony and happiness. But there was confusion, there was illusions, there was like this like almost like a smoke and mirrors. That's what it is, that the energy that I'm getting off of this Seven of Cups. Next is the Two of Pentacles. This illusion or this dream was shattered, is the word that's the word, that's what it is I'm guided to say. Two of Pentacles, your person was juggling, they could have been juggling another person, like I mentioned before, based on the Three of Cups. But what it is that I'm feeling is that your person was, there was too much going on in their life. I feel that it was a mixture of, there's a lot going on. The energy that I'm feeling, there was a lot going on having to do with family, having to do with work. There could even be maybe a karmic situation. It does come up. I'm sorry, I'm listening to guidance. Juggling way too many things. And this connection initially was too much for them to even think about. It was too big, too big to think about. Too many options going on, too many decisions to make, because there's too much going on in this person's life. So what that did, Leo, the Hermit, what it is that I'm feeling, what it is that I'm sensing, there's two messages. One of two things. Your person didn't just go into hermit mode. Actually, what they did is they pulled back and withdrew and isolated themselves, ghosted you. And also at the same time, because of all of this going on, you had become very disillusioned with the whole thing, Leo. And so you yourself placed yourself in hermit mode, which is a time for healing. So this message is for both. That's why this energy, these cards, mix the energy between you and your person. Yes, this connection was too big for your person to even wrap their brain around. And because they were juggling so many different things in their life, in their 3D world, there's a Pentacles, it's an earth energy, that they either ghosted you, they withdrew, they isolated themselves. Knight of Cups, because see, the Knight of Cups, one of the meanings of the Knight of Cups is that the Knight is offering this cup of love, but in order to offer love to another person, it takes a lot of courage to be that vulnerable and open with your heart and your feelings and emotions. And that was too much and too scary for your person, Leo. So what they did is they withdrew and they isolated. And what they ended up doing is that they isolated you, they turned away from you, and while they isolated you, now we come to your energy, Leo. Your card is right here, the Strength card. When that happened, it forced you to go within, time for healing, to go within the Strength card. The Strength card, you needed to dig deep into the reserves of your strength. And the Strength card speaks of triumph of love over fear. It's being able to dominate one's fears. It's being able to blindly trust that we have it in us. This is a very, this is like a very solar plexus energy. It's Leo, it's you, it's your energy. And the Empress, you pull your reserves together. You go in deeply into the reserves of your inner strength, and I just get this feeling that all of a sudden that you just decided to embody the energy of the Empress. This is not gender specific, so it doesn't matter, male or female, it doesn't matter, but you embodied this energy of growth and abundance and fertility and life and transformation. The butterflies here. The Empress in this card is pregnant. So what I feel is that you just became impregnated with all of this strength. I just get this overwhelming feeling of strength and fire. And as you took the time to continue to heal this inner strength, Leo, you knew that you needed to take on the energy of the Queen of Swords. Yes, you embodied the Empress energy because you just made this decision. You made this decision that you were going to come out of this stronger than ever before. So you knew that you needed to step into this Queen of Swords energy to dial down the emotion and the heart. You didn't want to allow the heart to drown you, your feelings and emotions. So in order to do that, you balanced that out with logic. You started to think more logical and started to decide for yourself that this is it, I'm done, I'm not taking this crap anymore. And this is when radical self-care came into play, boundaries. And with the Queen of Swords, the Devil card, so being able to step into this Queen of Swords energy because you made the decision to step into your strength, to step into your Empress energy, that you weren't going to stand for this lying down. The Devil, this Queen of Swords and the Devil, this healing work, this I feel is when you had stepped into the true inner work, the shadow, all of those devil type behaviors that have been keeping you chained and bound. And that could be codependency, it could be addiction, it could be gambling, whatever those things are for you, lower thought forms, belief systems that are no longer serving your soul alignment, just like I mentioned earlier. This is where the healing came in. This is where you said enough is enough. And with that, the Justice card and the Page of Cups. You, Leo, you gave justice for yourself, for your heart, for your soul. See, the Justice card in the tarot does not have a blindfold on like Lady Justice does. When you've seen Lady Justice with the blindfold and the scales, The Justice card, Lady Justice in the tarot, does not have a blindfold, and the reason for that is because it is looking at the truth for exactly what it is, and that includes our own inner truth, looking ourselves in the mirror, looking at ourselves in the mirror as is. No more sugarcoating, no more excuses. It's balancing the scales and coming to the truth that is just and with integrity. And as you did that, Page of Cups usually is a message and an offering of love. It also speaks of innocence and creativity. So by you giving yourself the justice that you deserve, you opened up that innocence, that it allows you to step in and begin. It's because it's a page. So this is like, not only is it an offering, but it's like a beginning. So as you are coming out of this healing, this time of healing, this Page of Cups, this is connecting to that innocence that we all have within us. And unfortunately, circumstances and life can sometimes feel like we've been robbed of that. So now, by you doing all of this hard work, and your hard work is paying off, this energy, this moon message, you've now opened up a part of you that you might have thought you lost or you gave away, and now you're reclaiming that part of you. And the last messages is usually what it is that I get from the bottom of the deck. And this can be a reading all its own. And this message right here, I feel, is also what led up to, like kind of the events that led up to this hermit, this isolation, this ghosting that your person had done to you, Leo. As I mentioned before, earlier, with the Four of Wands, this Four of Wands and the Seven of Cups, and explaining that this was too much and that your person isolated themselves, himself, herself. These next few cards actually kind of open that up. What it is that I'm feeling, we got the Tower card. We got the Three of Pentacles reversed. Now, I normally do not read reversals unless I'm being called to, and I am for this reading, and there's 3 reversals. So, there was the Tower card, Three of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords, and then we have the Fool reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Judgment. So, let me start here. Leo, what it is that I'm feeling and what it is that I have picked up is that when your person discovered, when I feel that you, Leo, shared with your person about this connection and what this connection means and what this is, it caused a Tower moment. When we meet our twin, it defies all logic. It blows apart absolutely everything that we ever thought life was. Our life is forever changed permanently. I have been on this twin flame journey for almost 2 years, but my story is almost 20 years old. So once I discovered the twin flame journey back in 2017, it started to put all of the puzzle pieces together for me so many years ago. And I've been on this spiritual path. My spiritual personal journey has been more than 20 years. But when I met and came face to face with my twin, and I didn't know about twin flames almost 20 years ago, the one thing I did know is that my life was forever changed. And it was forever changed. And so I feel, Leo, that when your person, when this happened, this discovery happened, it literally blew their life apart. And because of that, the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles upright is about collaboration, collaborating with others, collaboration and cooperation. In reverse, this is, it's the opposite. This is the, you know, there is no cooperation. There is no collaboration. They were spooked. This is what I'm feeling. Their world has been turned upside down. And I feel, with looking at the Three of Pentacles, that this caused a lot of fear. It caused a lot of fear. It started to bring up, it really started to bring up fears, insecurities, and wounds and traumas that they were not prepared. So they are not willing to cooperate or come together with you, which broke your heart. This is where your heart was broken, because instead of coming together in cooperation, coming together in collaboration, their actions broke your heart, pierced your heart. The Fool reverse. The Fool reverse. Your person was afraid to take this leap of faith. You know, the Fool is all about taking a leap of faith. It's a 0 point blank slate new journey. Remember, I had said earlier, Two of Pentacles, there's a lot, I feel there's a lot going on in their life, and they were too fearful of being open and vulnerable, they were too fearful of being open and vulnerable in offering this cup of love to you, which is part of your heartbreak, because in the end they ended up isolating and ghosting. This is what it is that I feel. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is going backwards. This is repeating karmic cycles. This is staying in one's comfort zone. It's easier to stay in something that we are comfortable and familiar with, even if it's hurting us and harming us. It's just something that we've always known, so we know what to expect. This, like I said, this Tower moment just blew your person out of the water. And so, whether that karmic situation or karmic cycle is a karmic partner or another person, or it could be an addiction, whatever it is, it was staying safe. This is the hamster wheel. In order for the wheel to turn in our favor, the universe needs to know that we're learning the lessons along the way, so the wheel can continue to turn in our favor. But in reverse, this is just staying in the hamster wheel, being too fearful of taking a leap of faith. Judgment. This is where you stepped in, Leo. This is where you stepped in. Your higher self was reawakened. Your higher self was reawakened, and those parts of you that you had felt that you had given away, your power, that was either lost or broken, especially after this heartbreak that you felt, especially feeling like your heart has been pierced. You made a judgment call. You were the one that sounded the horn. And so this is where the Strength card comes into play, and the Empress card, and then the Queen of Swords, the Devil card, and the Justice card. So now the feeling that it is that I feel, because you made this judgment call, this is like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Aries got this card in my reading, so if you might want to check that reading out as well. But you decided after all of this, you made a judgment call, and you decided that you were going to step into your strength and that you were going to heal. Your commitment had been tested one too many times. So you took the action that you needed to take, and you gave yourself that time of healing, Leo. And now that you are emerging out of that, your hard work is paying off. And your person, this is where your person, in the very beginning, the Five of Cups, the sadness and regret, because they have come to the divine truth that what your connection is sacred and holy, and they feel that it is now completely done and it's over. And to end this went far longer. This was a very intense reading. But what it is that I want to do, I don't want to just end it at that, Leo. I feel that you are coming out strong. I don't know if it's a connection that you want to re-engage with, because if it is a twin flame dynamic, there's many levels to this journey. There's forgiveness. So it is completely up to you. What you know your soul better than anybody else, Leo, so you know what is best for you. So before I end this reading, I'm going to pull a couple of messages from my Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield, just because I feel that I didn't want to end this reading that way. Although I feel that it's a positive ending for you, Leo, that you have come out on top. You have come out strong, just like the lion that you are. But I just feel called to pull a few messages from the Whispers of Love. I hope that you resonate with the reading. Like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So keep your vibration high. Keep love in your heart. Leos love so deeply and so passionately. Don't allow anything or anyone to ever jade that part of you. Don't become cold or cynical. That can easily happen for a lot of people. Keep that love in your heart. That's the first message. I'll do 2 more messages, 3 messages in total, from the Whispers of Love Oracle for Leo. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So again, very similar. Love is the only thing that is real. Love is the only thing that matters. And love makes a difference. Love does heal. Love can heal when we first love ourselves. And so continue doing the work. Continue making that commitment, that radical self-care, because that is the love that is going to heal. That is the love that is going to heal any of the past hurts. And twin flame love is the ultimate template for all kinds of relationships in our lives, whether it is parent to child, siblings to friends, family, and of course our twin flame. Twin flame connection, twin flame love is the ultimate template. It is about unconditional love. It is about loving without condition, so the person that you love feels free. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. And I think this is a perfect message for you, Leo. You've been doing a lot of work. You've been working really, really hard, and just make sure that you take the time to breathe, that you take the time to rest and recuperate and renew and regroup and relax and have fun. I hope you liked this reading. Oh, wait a minute. Last message that just popped out. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. That to me, Leo, is the perfect ending to this. I really honestly feel that you have been put through the ringer, that this journey for you has been altogether powerful, beautiful, as well as excruciatingly painful. But this is a love that is unlike any other love. And it's a love that brings you back home to yourself. This is your twin soul. This is your mirrored soul. So I'm going to leave this right here. I hope that this reading resonated with you. And if it did, please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my videos on a regular basis. And if you would like to book a reading with me to get more in depth into your personal situation, you can find that information in the About Me section on my channel or in the description box below. And until next time, I wish you so much love and so much peace.